So this is a very complicated video. As you're seeing on the screen right now, I am on my phone because I'm too lazy. I'm lazy right now. And I'm just scrolling through everything that's been going on since since the past 8 months. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, wait, you shouldn't be seeing that, my bad. Everything you're seeing right now is what we've been doing. It's like so many cool things. We got the soundtrack right here. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Cool, 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 cool. So, what happened? Where have I been since the last video I made, which was 6 months ago? Yeah, 6 months ago. Very good question, you guys. And let me tell you where I've been for like the past half year. I've been doing nothing but living life, because living life is better than doing this at the moment. Yeah. Honestly, it's a little bit sad because episode 3 kind of left on a big question. Like, if we just like skip to the whole section right here, it left us on Riser doing something, you know, all this cool stuff. This video comes out, I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. Here's my live reaction. I'm like, man, well, that's sad. So, what basically happened to episode 4? Well, let me tell you, it wasn't very easy, honestly. The script was written, like twice. I had to completely ditch the first one just to make a new one. And, I waited for the past another 4 months. Still no episode 4. So what happened? If you watch this video, which will be in the link below, this dude, Senor Redman, storyboard for this episode was trashed so many times, like you don't even know it. Like if you're watching this video, watch this, like look throughout the sequences. We go from a flashback to like the intro, and then we go to this basic sequence, which the only redeeming quality was the cool news with the little cameo for Redman. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Keep that in. But then that's really the only good thing that came out of this scene. It's just pretty boring, honestly. Like, we got Jorge's just sitting on the couch. Another thing I need to ask, and also, I mean, not ask, but kind of just state out, is I don't know why, but I haven't just taken this to realize, why did I make the characters so small? They're like infants. And I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. But then Redman's like, what if we do it in R15? This is like last month is when we animated this part. Pretty nice. Like, I mean, it's pretty well animated. I think this one was made 2 months before that, because this is R6. Well, this was R15, but then, yeah, look, as you can see, it's just like, the whole thing is everywhere. It's like, there's nothing you can say that there's anything that could have went well with this episode. If we were to have released the 9 minutes, it wouldn't be a very good episode, because it's just like, what the frick's going on? There's nothing, like, there was, like, the episode, like, there was nothing going on there in the episode. Like, there was literally nothing. It was just like more lore, so much lore. It was like there wasn't anything that was continuing the story. That's probably why they got scrapped. I'm saying that because I didn't plan for it to be scrapped. But now this begs the question, does this mean there won't be any more DOOMSPIRE? Of course not. I'm gonna continue it. Like, come on now. It's in my channel. It's in my profile. I'm not ending this series. I just think we need a little bit more time. It's easier said than done. There was nothing you could really do. Like, if you put yourself in a 13-year-old's head right now, thinking, man, what should I put in my new episode? And then this is what comes out, then yeah, I don't really know what to say. I think what the problem was that we were just rushing it through, and we were just like, yeah, let's just get it over with, and then we'll just continue with our lives. And I think it was kind of sad, honestly. It was really sad. It's like everything. It's like it's also seen in the views. Like the episodes, like I can tell episode 2, it wasn't entertaining. Even when I watched it myself, was like, man, I don't really like this episode. It's like, it's kind of boring, honestly. It's like, you'd probably want to learn about this later. Like, you'd want to learn this in, like, somewhere like episode 20 or something. When you're finally learning about the villain. But no, you want to learn it now. So, episode 2 was a pretty big flop. But then when episode 3 came out, like, 4 months later, it was like, oh, yeah, this is pretty good. I like this episode. It was like, yay, because it was like, we were continuing the story. We were continuing the main plot of the story. There was no like filler, none of that, which was basically what episode 2 was. I didn't want it to be that, but it ended up being filler. I just couldn't see myself living that. It just goes through what the main villain's origin is, and the origin's also pretty weird. Like, there's a bit of a few plot holes that'll come in later in the story. Speaking of the story is pretty much finished. It's just like the storyboard there needs to get through. We just haven't gotten to that part yet, which is where I'll continue to my next statement. Characters, investment, and time. As you all know, I'm not the only one who's working on this. My brother's working on this. He's animating these episodes. He's editing everything. He's making the music. He's adapting everything I'm writing. He's doing everything with what I give him. But that also now asks, how do I come up with these designs? I don't. I actually don't. I have a Discord server that is private because I don't want to send it out. Basically, we have all these other channels that basically explain, like, we have all these where we could just explain lore and stuff with some of the members, like all the people you're seeing down below, they are all part of the DOOMSPIRE. Just like 80% of the other characters haven't been introduced yet. Like, let's take one for example. Like, let's take this guy, right? Let's take this dude. Right? He's a character that'll be introduced later, but we don't see him like now. It's like a long time later. This DOOMSPIRE Part 1. What, Draken? You're gonna do parts? Yes. It was already planned from the beginning anyways. We just didn't know how to really explain it. DOOMSPIRE Part 1. This first season's gonna have 3 parts, basically. I can't necessarily find another way to spend my time around, because it's like, this is basically what I've been doing. Redman's, he's been learning some Blender. As you can see, this right here, you guys, this was what the original model for my character looked like. And this was made like 3 years ago, 2020. It looks pretty bad. To say I improved on my modeling and concepts is an understatement. But yeah, that's basically what I have to say for why episode 4 got scrapped. It's just like, we just don't have the amount of tools that we have to continue working on this. I have nothing else to say, other than go subscribe to Redman. His channel will be linked in below. And check out, if you guys can find these people, and if you guys heard of them, just say hello, because they're kind of cool. But other than that, oh yeah, also subscribe to my second channel. Even though I haven't posted anything in like almost 8 months, I plan to come back to it. I just haven't. I do plan to make another video, like an extended cut of this video, because there was like a good segue of it that was cut out due to laziness. But I overall liked how the video went. But yeah, that's it. Bye bye.